Prince William joined Hollywood royalty last night at the British Film and Television Awards. The Prince of Wales said he hadn't been able to watch as many of the nominees as he would have liked to this year, as his wife Kate recovers from surgery. Joining us in the studio, talkTV's royal editor Sarah Hewson. He didn't even tell BAFTA that he was going to go till the very last minute, did he?
No, and it was a solo appearance on the red carpet for him. We're so used to seeing the Prince and the Princess of Wales really upping the glamour stakes at BAFTA. And last night he was there by himself, and he did say to one of the guests there that he was sorry that Catherine couldn't be there, and she does love the BAFTAs, but of course she's recovering at home. And he also said he hadn't managed to watch as many of the films as normal beforehand because he'd had other things going on. He's a Christopher Nolan fan, apparently. Hasn't yet seen Barbie, but he said he's got a list of films now to watch, and that he and Catherine watched them together, and they will be doing that. But I thought it was quite poignant seeing him there on his own, because this really is such a team effort for them usually. He is president of BAFTA, but it's very much an engagement that they do as a couple, and very much one that they look forward to, and obviously one that the Princess of Wales has missed out on.
And since all of this happened, we've heard all kinds of rumours about Harry's meeting with his father, who curtailed it, why it was only 30 minutes long, and whether Harry did or didn't offer to rejoin the family firm and shoulder some of the burden of the work that needs to be done while Kate's not well and the King's not well. I don't know how much of that is true, how much of it's conjecture.
Well, this is the problem, isn't it? There are sources saying all kinds of different things. So there was a report in the Times newspaper at the weekend that Prince Harry was willing to return to the royal fold in a temporary capacity as a working member of the royal family to try and ease some of the burden while his father was incapacitated and off. And then other sources then retaliating and saying absolutely no way back for Harry, that William certainly just wouldn't countenance it, that he doesn't trust his brother, he doesn't trust Meghan. Who knows what is really going on behind the scenes? But I think what we can look back to is the deal that was made when the Sussexes left, the Sandringham deal that took place at that Sandringham summit. And the late Queen said there was no halfway house. You can't be half in, half out. They do have their commercial ventures in the United States. There have been books, there have been documentary series, there have been interviews, which, have not been good for the royal family. And so I think it would be very, very difficult to envisage Prince Harry coming back as a temporary working royal. That doesn't mean to say that there's not a way back in terms of family relations, particularly with his father. But I can't see him in any way coming back to represent the royal family.
I haven't had the chance to talk to you about Prince Harry changing his family, his children's surname to Sussex.
Yes, there have been a lot of eyebrows raised about this. Look, the Waleses are called the Waleses. They were the Cambridges. The children were the Cambridges. And they are now the Sussexes rather than the Mountbatten Windsors. A lot of controversy as well over the website and the use of the royal crest, and whether or not they are capitalising on their royal titles, because that was one of the terms of the deal, that those titles aren't to be used for commercial purposes. They've hit back against that. I think whatever they do raises eyebrows, but that website certainly did raise more than a few eyebrows.
I can see your eyebrows being marginally raised as you discuss it. Do you think it was pushing the envelope a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. And, it was interesting the way in which their children were described as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Yes, those are their titles, but generally speaking, you'd expect them to talk about their children as Archie and Lilibet. And so much was made when Archie was born about how they wanted him to have a normal upbringing and that titles weren't important to them. Then, of course, we got a lot more in Oprah that titles were important. It certainly seems they are.
And they're certainly using them. Sarah, thank you very much.